internet, hello there YouTube. I told you I'd be back. I'm way too hyped to get this done. Here we are with Rasputin, just jumping off the old high dive in this section, and I've done the trivia game off stream so no one has to watch. Can't steal the answers from me either, get wrecked. And now we make our choice. Personally, I find the core is easier. You could argue that the boss of the core is...
Remember to use that and find it right.
If you have anything that gives you like invincibility, then the boss in the core area isn't that big a deal. But he puts out a lot of damage very fast. He's a real, like, blender in melee. Now the problem with doing this area is these guys, underfolks, absolute jerks. You kinda just have to ignore them. Unless you know you're going into like a serious fight and you don't want them sort of ankle biting at you.
A trespasser.
I cannot be beaten.
So they just have a way of like mitigating a lot of damage. And it genuinely seems to be like RNG whether or not a hit goes through or not. I think it's just they put some sort of buff on. Now you should be able to just force yourself through here. I've done it in the past. Yeah. You know, goofy things you gotta do sometimes when you play solo. Oh, okay, alright.
I cannot be beaten. Need a break? Or did I just
So that's the
give you
ability I
one?
just unlocked. Which, actually, hold on. Hold on. But having two astonishing pieces, not necessarily the play, so... That's cool. So bacon. Sneak out past that fire. And we're off to the races.
Stay where you are.
So yeah, I'm using kind of like what you could like call a leveling build, I suppose. And when we actually unlock stronger abilities, we'll be doing much better. Yeah, see, they just got a lot of damage mitigation, but they can't keep that buff on like I really don't like anything
I
like this.
must accomplish my mission.
Most of the enemies in this game, honestly, are pretty well designed. Like, most of the stuff they have
You
is like
fought
interactable,
well.
and in a lot of cases, it's just a case of like timing a block, which I'm not very good at. But you know, the skill is there if you want to master it. You can do combat with most things in this game really safely. Because what makes the enemies the normal enemies, not necessarily the boss enemies.
Ha! I enjoy this very much.
So this guy has combo shield, which means that's not what I want to do, but that's fine. Hold hold on, which... Okay, so that's that, that's that. That's that.
You ain't supposed to be here. You fought well.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where like I have enough abilities that like I want them on like, you know, some kind of shortcut system. But you can see what I mean, like the clap. I actually did not mean to clap there, but that's fine. Like when you use the clap against the right mobs, it's like quite decent. Gives you a little bit of AoE.
You ain't supposed to be here. Ha! I enjoy this very much.
And you know, I have my ult, which I can use to just freely give myself double damage, invincibility. The thing is, so as you can see, the tokens don't drop when I don't need them. So the fewer potions and the fewer tokens I use, you know, the more likely I'm going to get things like items that drop.
Good job. Okay, I agree.
There's trespassers in here. Demolition!
That still
There
just
is nothing
cleans
better
up the
than
stream, which is
victory.
very satisfying. Okay, that was weird.
Where is my next opponent?
A trespasser.
Yeah, we can still kind of just punch our way through
There is
fairly,
nothing better than victory.
especially against non-bosses. And that's a comfy place to be. Steel skin still gets a little bit of value. Like it needs to be recast a lot more now, but it also can be recast a lot more. I keep messing up the it's so bad. Can't really afford to mess around with that.
I cannot survive much longer.
I see it there. So I want to get on top of that. should be a button that like spins my camera around. Would be oh so nice if I could remember what it is. Oh, okay, there we go. What is that not breaking the wall? And then I fall down anyway. Oh well. Yeah, we just want to get these. Honestly, like, speed is a welcome stat. It's not useless. It's just like, you know, you kind of need a dump stat.
I got this one.
And it's not about whether it's...
Where is my next opponent?
It's not about how useful it is. It's about how good it is in comparison to its competition. Because you don't have enough points to max everything. So, you know, that being the case...
Stay where you are.
Where'd this jerk-ass go?
All I have to do is slow you down.
Like, I don't understand the mindset like, behind this kind of gameplay.
Where is my next opponent?
Oh, damn, good thing I gave... Good thing we gave all that terrain the big clap, because... Always cool to find a rare. So these guys are probably the worst enemy in the game when it comes to like just being kind of anti-fun. They're not particularly dangerous or anything. You just like when you do this particular mission, you're gonna spend a lot of time just like kind of hacking them down, and they're very much like damage spongy.
Let us battle.
It's like, really? Come on? What kind of gameplay is this? Like, they just run away instantly. It's really stupid. Like, this is the sort of shit that I'm like, you know, like, come on, who playtested that and was like, yeah, this is totally good gameplay to have in the game. Like, no one will consider this like tonally stupid or jarring or just like a complete waste of time or just a pointless fun tax. Like, it would be one, I don't know, it's just, again, it's like, they're just a stupid enemy. They don't want to interact with you. They don't offer any gameplay. And I know what the devs are trying to do with it, right? Where it's like, you're supposed to be, you know, oh well, I don't want to like leave them behind. Man, I love when I just like when I'm trying to thunderclap in this direction and my cursor is here, and for some reason I like literally do like a 180 flip at the last second to just like throw it in the complete opposite direction. That shit happens way too often. It's so frustrating. But at the same time, it's not the kind of thing that's going to get you killed, so...
Alright, time for a little exercise. I cannot be beaten! Are you alright?
It's hard to get annoyed with it. And I should be just using my ultimate mode as well, because the problem is, like, let's say I use it for that fight, now I'm just kind of like walking and it's disappearing and it's not doing anything. Like, I want to know I'm going into like a dense area first, and then pop it.
We got a trooper!
So these guys can be super dangerous like this. Like, you can actually just stop them.
You fought well.
You can usually rely on just kind of bullying your way out of if it's just a group of them, because the damage is relatively low.
You're done for!
When it gets dicey is when you have, you know, other enemies around that will take advantage of the CC to like chunk you down quite quickly. Cool.
You ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah, I think we just go to like when there's just one of those hammer guys, it's best to just lay into them and chunk them down as quickly as possible. I'll smash it. Right? Because if we keep them just like locked up in hit recovery, then it's harder for them to stun us. I really just need to use my ult when there's a pack of them, but my keybinds are kind of balked. And you can't assign the buff ultimate to a hotkey, which is kind of annoying. You have to use the actual bind, which is... Let me actually take a look. Hold on, first I need to see what ability is here. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, so this just gets like hard priority, because look at that, it goes from 15 to 22 seconds. Oh, it even goes above 30 seconds. I think it goes to 45 seconds when you max it out. So it's just 45 seconds of invulnerability and double damage. Now, what is this rare? Oh, this is really nice when we can actually wear it. Because that +9 physical damage would be good on its own, but then you're just getting some non-physical damage as well. And even if it's not the best type, radiation's not the most amazing. Oh, look at this. We got like dual stat here. Electrical and mental, and for all resistances. That's a really, really juicy little item. But yeah, so what I was going to do was, so this is skill, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which should mean it's 7. Yeah. I kind of just wasted that just to check, but that's fine. Not entirely wasted.
I cannot be beaten.
But yeah, see, I don't have to worry about hit stun, anything. And the clap genuinely claps when you're doing double damage. I can't bash my way through there. But yeah, this is where like steel skin is sort of like, oh, okay. I don't really need points in it anymore. When I can kind of always have invincibility active. I still don't think it's necessarily a worthless skill. Like, it wouldn't hurt to have some points in it at some point, just as like, you know, because when you're playing the game where like death is permanent, you know.
Get ready for pain. You fought well.
When you're doing like a hardcore type playstyle, where like dying is just instant disaster, run, start again. Every little scrap of survivability that you can kind of squeak together. You know, it feels like a pretty good value proposition.
Where is my next opponent?
When the game just sort of like, hey, this can stop you dying. But can it do anything else? Nah, it can just kind of stop you dying. Will it always stop me dying? No, but it could. This guy is a complete arsehole. This guy too. The amount of kiting you have to deal with is like super frustrating, but you have to remember that it's like, you know, if you're playing this as a team of 4, the kiting is not that big a deal, because it's not like you're chasing one enemy while 3 are shooting you. It's like you're chasing one, your mate is chasing one, and you know, you almost certainly gonna have someone who has range attacks, you can shoot them while they're running, blah 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 blah. So there are some things about solo play that are just like really frustrating, but you completely put it on yourself. But those guys who just like run away and never die and have all that damage mitigation, like they are no more fun to deal with as a group. Like they're a little bit more ignorable when you're playing as a group, because you don't have to worry about like a bunch of jerks kind of stalking you and then outnumbering you.
What have we here? I am mighty. I am Colossus.
They just got clapped out of existence. So I don't really need this, but I'm just trying to like get into the habit of using it because I can. And if there are enemies around to kill, like look, I almost have the...
I'm gonna have to clobber you.
So I pretty much have the tokens back to just use it again. This is what I mean when I say like, this guy is really strong. Once you just turn on some of his shit. And that buff alone, to my mind, makes him one of the better characters in the game. Now, it's true, when you're playing, like, I see way more value in that ability, like, here, now, as a solo, than I would, you know, in team play. Because in team play, you're taking a quarter of the damage, you have 4 times the damage output, you know, the odds of being killed are way, way, way lower, even if you don't spec into survivability. Like, as a team, you can really just focus on everyone being DPS and kind of buffing each other. Wait, so I have been down there. Alright.
There is nothing better than victory.
It's good to see some of these boxes, but apparently I haven't. No, I've definitely been down here, look. I just didn't go through that door. But yeah. The fact of the matter is, if you play him with a group, then, the invulnerability might not mean as much. It's still doubling his damage. Like, when you have this guy, like, properly activated with, like, Siberian Express and Unbreakable, you can just clean rooms. Like, absolutely just go through them like a hot knife through butter. And because you just get that flat double damage, so, like, an ability like Siberian Express, for example, is super strong. It's just like charge ability that does an enormous amount of damage. It CCs everything you like run through. It's just a really good skill for like clearing ads and just, you know,
Well, what has I cannot
Just kind of like chopping through it.
You must have turned. Move
Oh
quick.
yeah, I did that wrong. Yeah, so you actually want to like go lower the fuel rods before you activate the reactor.
All right, time for a little exercise.
It's not a big deal.
This is very good thing. I cannot be beaten.
It's almost always a ways to use this now without using the unbreakable, but it's still fun.
I am unable to do that. I cannot be beaten.
Bro just like ninja flip avoided that punch. Now I got a little bit of time. I'm gonna portal back, sell some stuff. There's quite a lot of gear is dropping that I always go the wrong way here. But yeah, quite a lot of gear is dropping that I don't necessarily
again.
want to just
What can I
leave
get
on the
you?
ground. But we've had such gear. But this is part of like the solo experience. Is like if you really want to like get to know a character in this game, just play them solo. You'll like
You won't find better prices anywhere else.
you'll really get to understand their strengths and their abilities. So these are getting super pricey now, but like when you got the money, you just buy them. A skill point is a skill point. It's like but yeah, so like if we respec, I could easily keep those points in steel skin because we free up so many points from just from uppercut. Because uppercut is kind of redundant now that you have massive strike. They kind of just do the same thing. And I would really like to get a couple points in just these two. Maybe even the second point in might, but you know, at the moment we kind of don't have like a bunch of skill points to play with. And I don't really want to respec until I have Siberian Express, and then we just go shoo shoo.
Where is my next opponent?
This jerk. He's really fighting, man.
Somebody help me!
So you can see how much damage that little spinny punch does. Now, you know, imagine you start like properly wailing on a boss with it. Like, you don't have to move, you don't have to worry about the damage they're doing because you're invincible. You can't be CC'd because you're invincible. Like, you're just straight up invincible, and all you have to do is DPS, and your damage is doubled. It's like your ability to put damage on the target has
You
already
fought
been
well.
increased a lot because just because you don't have to stop doing damage, you don't have to kite, you don't have to avoid attacks. Like, yeah. But the combination, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like, normally I would not get Steel Skin. I would just focus on using Unbreakable. But I have lost games, like, I have, like, lost hardcore characters, usually Pyro. I don't know why, for some reason I'm like, because Pyro has an ability that's basically exactly the same as this, so does Sunfire. And they're also really strong. Like, they're strong bosses. They're among the strongest characters in the game. There is a broken interaction on one of their abilities, and you can take tremendous
Enjoy this very much.
and it makes it one of the highest damage attacks in the game. Oh yeah, so we actually want to do this properly this time. Yeah, look, this just one-shots, it's so good.
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
Damn right. It's like, I could have blocked that. Just... And it's not, again, it's not about evading the damage, it's about avoiding the CC, negating the CC. But yeah, like, I've had such good luck with gear this run. You do genuinely...
Where is
Oh,
my
no.
next opponent?
My legs grow weak.
Well, them's the breaks. I was literally just going to talk about how that can happen. And that you need to, like, watch out for it. And that's that. Man. And I was just talking about how I was having such good luck with gear. That said, the luck with the gear does, you know, that's just part of, like, the solo play experience. You have the pick of the... You have the pick of the stuff. But, man, that was brutal. This is, like, 1 second. And I knew it was a problem. But I genuinely thought I was going to kill him before he killed me. Ah, well, my bad. I see, like I said, I should have just had Unbreakable on. Like, there was nothing stopping me from just having Unbreakable on and not being CCable there. And I just don't use it. And punished accordingly. But there was no reason to lose that. And it feels bad. But I know I can get back there. I will have to get through those horrible tunnels again, but we'll see. But maybe... I don't know, maybe not Colossus, or maybe even just start again from that act and just do that mission again, because I do have it saved. Like, I save it at, you know, I save when I, you know, when I stop playing, because I have to do that. So I could restart here, just as like you know, because I really do actually want to show this guy's abilities off. Maybe. I'll think about it. Like, there's nothing too amazing here, nothing I can't get back. It's just time. I know I can get back here. And the main reason to do this is actually to, like, be showing off this guy's more kind of, like, endgame setup, as it were. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll just hit it up from scratch. Anyway, that has to be the end of this session. So, take care to anyone.